Guys, one slow approval can hold back the whole workflow, especially when the team has to chase updates manually, and nobody can clearly see where the request is stuck. That is where Cflow comes in. It's a no-code automation platform built for teams that want to turn manual approval processes into clear, structured flows without creating a custom system from scratch. My name is Daniel, and today we are checking out Cflow. In this video, we'll take a hands-on look at how it works, who it is best for, and what makes it different. Before we get started, just a quick reminder. Check the description for helpful links and discounts you won't want to miss. Huge thanks to Cflow for sponsoring my video. Now let's start with the basics. Guys, Cflow is an agentic workflow automation platform that helps users create approval workflows without writing code. In simple terms, it takes a process that usually happens through messages and manual follow-ups and turns it into a clear path where each step is easier to track. Mates, the main idea is that you can build the process visually and keep adjusting it as the steps change. Cflow also includes AI tools that help explain what to do next, so it is easier to understand how to continue. While other no-code platforms lean toward broader automation, this one keeps its focus tighter on approvals and structured internal workflows. One of its key strengths is that it combines more advanced workflow automation capabilities with more affordable pricing than many other platforms in this category. So now let's go inside the platform and see how this works in practice. Guys, we are now inside the Cflow dashboard. This is the main workspace where you can see what needs attention and check whether anything is waiting for action. Since this is a fresh workspace, I'll start by creating a simple approval flow from scratch. First, I'll open Cflow AI. Here, I'm using it as a guide, not as a button that builds the whole process automatically. I can describe what I want to create, and the assistant gives me step-by-step guidance for building it inside the platform. Cflow has also been expanding this AI layer with custom agents and agentic workflows. So the AI part is not only about asking general questions, it can also support more specific workflow tasks and help users understand what to do next. Mates, for this example, I am asking for a purchase request flow, where an employee submits a purchase, a manager reviews it, and finance checks larger amounts. What I find useful here is that the answer is not just general advice. It breaks the process down step by step, so I have a clear structure before building it manually. Now I can move into workflow setup and create the request. This is where the no-code part becomes important, because the process is built visually instead of being coded from scratch. For this example, I'm setting up a simple approval path. The process starts with the employee, goes to the manager, and only moves to finance when an extra review is needed. So this is not just a static form. It controls how the submission moves from one step to the next. I do not need to complicate this setup. The point is that the workflow can be adjusted visually when the process changes. For example, if I want finance to review more requests later, I can update the logic inside the builder instead of rebuilding everything from scratch. Next, I can move to the form creation area. This is where the purchase form is built. The user can submit all details through one structured form as part of the process, so the information does not get scattered across random messages. For this kind of approval, the form should collect the details the reviewer needs before making a decision. The important part is that everything starts with the right information, so the next person in the approval chain does not have to chase missing details later. Folks, after the form is ready, the next step is automation and routing. This is where the process becomes more than just a form, because each submission can move to the right person based on the situation. For example, a smaller purchase can go to the manager and finish after approval. But if the amount is higher, it can move from the manager to finance for an additional review. That kind of routing makes the process much easier to control. The same area can also help keep approvals from getting stuck. In a real configuration, you can define what should happen when something waits too long. So important tasks do not just sit there without visibility. So once the process is ready, it can be published and tested. From the workflows area, I can initiate a test entry and check whether it moves through the expected approval path. This is the moment where you can test everything before using it for real approvals. Friends, beyond the core builder, Cflow also gives you a few extra areas to expand the workspace. For example, Kanban lets you create a project and organize work visually, which can be useful when you want to track tasks outside the main approval path. There is also Cflow Sign, where you can create sign-in templates and prepare documents for signature. I won't go deeper into these tools here, because this review is focused on the main approval flow and how it works from start to finish. Guys, that was my first-hand review of Cflow. We used Cflow AI as a guide and built a simple purchase request flow with stages, a form, and routing logic. The process is not fully automatic, but the visual builder makes it easier to follow and adjust without starting from scratch. Compared with tools like Kissflow, Pipefy, and Nintex, Cflow fits the same no-code automation category, with a clear focus on approvals and structured internal processes. So if you want to organize requests and approvals in one place, Cflow is your go-to automation tool. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, until next time.